the richest country that we have in Africa. Really safe. Can I manage Kenya by myself? All the Kenyan tribes, all the women are beautiful. That's why they know. Is they always have a big nyash. Yeah.
Oh, the big.
Allowed for you to marry different tribe in your country. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. It's your girl Gracey D with
the Agarry family.
They are of course from the richest country that we have in Africa. Of course, like they're from Nigeria. Nigeria is the richest country that we have in Africa. You guys don't know that.
Well, I claim it. I claim it. Nigeria is the richest and the giant of Africa.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So they are here in Kenya for a vacation. And what surprises me, this is their second time visiting Kenya. And they've not visited Nigeria in the last 6 years. None of them have stepped their foot in Nigeria. Can you guys mind telling us why you were here back in 2023 and you also chose to visit Kenya? Now this is 2024.
Yeah, you see, one of the things that made us to come to Kenya is that Kenya is actually a peaceful country.
Yeah.
Then security also is top notch. Yeah, security is nice.
Wow.
Because this is a place that I realized that I can even see the whites.
Wait.
Yeah.
For those guys that says Kenya is not a safe country, you've heard it from him. Kenya and Nairobi is a safe city. Kenya is a safe country. Because I see some people from the West complaining Kenya is not safe. Some of them even asking me on my YouTube channel in the comment section, is Kenya really safe? Can I manage Kenya by myself? I've seen even female travelers coming to Kenya by themselves and managing it quite easily. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so the security is top notch. This is a place that one day, I think in the mornings I do see the whites jogging around.
Yeah, walking alone. So
I'll be wondering, wow, only you running around like this as a white in Africa.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the things that I think Kenya is a safe place, and again, they are so welcoming.
Yeah,
very welcoming. It's like it's like home. It's just like as if, you know, living in Nigeria, like your home, like second home.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to come again to Kenya. That's okay. Kenya is a beautiful country. Let's come again and experience, because the first time we came, we couldn't really, experience a lot of places to visit in Kenya. Lots. So we now said, okay, let's still come and still visit some places. Till now, we've still not visited
everything.
We can't even visit all.
No, you need, I say for tourism probably 2 years until you go to every part that you would want to see when it comes to tourism. But yeah, there's so much to see apart from, seeing the tourism site and everything else. Of course, you also need to learn about the culture, visit different villages. Yeah. You get to see different, as you know, like we have 42 different tribes in Kenya.
42?
Yeah, so we have different,
I'm just hearing that.
Yeah, so of course we have different traditions. Like for me, for example, I come from a tribe that's called the Kikuyu. I'm a bit proud of myself. It's one of the biggest tribe in Kenya.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's
the Kikuyu.
Kikuyu, yeah. And of course
and it's like we have beautiful females there, right?
Yeah,
Casey. The thing about all the Kenyan tribes, all the women are beautiful. That's one thing I know. And then we have the Luos, where they have girls with a big nyash.
What do you call them?
The Luos, they always have big nyash. Yeah.
Oh, the big, okay.
They have big behinds. They are big, because they're African men, they love big things. So if you're an African man from a different country and you're looking forward to date in Kenya and you want a woman who is, make sure to look them in the newer land. So far, for the last year you came to Kenya, what are the places that you really liked?
Well, we've actually been to only 2 places. That's the 2 major cities that we know, Mombasa and Nairobi. Mombasa and Nairobi. We've not been able to go to Masai Mara right? Masai Mara, we've not been able to go there. And and those places so far, great.
Okay, for those who don't know, Masai Mara is where you'll have a good experience of, safari, and you get to experience all the wild animals that we have here. And of course, there is Nairobi National Park. And I don't know if you guys know that Kenya is the only country that has a city with a national park in the middle of the city. No other country in the world, just Kenya, which is Nairobi National Park. It's very close by, and when you go there, you get to do like a one-day safari. For Masai Mara, you have to do at least 3 days for you to have the whole experience and enjoy.
Exactly. Like one thing you said, as you talk about the Masai Mara, like we have a culture close to that in Nigeria too. They are called the Fulanis.
Oh, the Masais,
As in the Fulanis in Nigeria, their tradition is something close to the Masai. Because when you see them with all these their beads, their tradition, they're always with all these colorful beads, long earring, the calabash. The females are not with a short top, then a short wrapper, then you see them with lots of beads, colorful beads on their neck, on their top, with calabash and long hair.
It's like that for the Masais. They tend to, like here for the men, they tend to have like small, like very thin dreadlocks, but they are long, and it's actually, I think it's actually their hair. I've never asked before. And also they get to also drink uncooked blood when because for the Masai, their culture, like it's more of livestock farming, so they have a lot of cows, a lot of goats at the Masai land. So when you get to visit the Masai Mara, you also get to experience the Masai
but you know
culture.
What? Someone was telling me about one of the cultures, one of the things all those Masai do, that before you get to the age of 7 years, that you are supposed to have been able to kill a lion.
Exactly,
And they kill the lion with just a spear and a long wood.
About killing the lion, I'm not sure, but what I'm sure is, as their kids are taught to hunt at a very tender age.
Because I think in Kenya, animals are not to be hunted.
It's illegal if you found doing that. But of course, where they live in Masai, the Masai Mara, where they have the Masai village, where the villages are, it's because it's close to, Masai Mara, so sometimes it's dangerous. Sometimes they even come across the lions and the wild animals as they are feed, like the way they take their livestock out to feed them. So they learn to protect themselves at a very tender age, because for the men, they believe their work is to go and look after the livestock, and then for the women are supposed to be home doing other things, cooking, maybe beading, different things that they do in the Masai culture. So another thing I realized about you guys, or you guys told me, is that you both come from different tribes in Nigeria. And I don't know, there's something you told me about your friends were coming at you because you got married to a different tribe. Is it not allowed for you to marry different tribe in your country?
It's allowed, but some culture, it depends. Cultures differ. Like some culture, they don't like when their kids marry outside. So some people believe you should just, if you are from the Yorubas, you should marry from Yoruba. If you are from the Igbos, you should marry from Igbos, and if you are from the Hausas, you should marry from boys. I don't believe in that. I believe in following my heart.
Love can be found anywhere. You can get married by a Nigerian, and your Nigerian can get married by a Kenyan, by a European man out there, or you can marry a European woman out there. Because love is more about diversity, and But here it's quite easy. Long time ago, it used to be like, for me, because I'm a Kikuyu.
But when you people are talking about love, because if you think about our parents, they never used to reason like this.
That's true.
But they still live together in love. So what will you say about that? Because it's possible that they could just arrange somebody from same city or same thing, And once they begin to live together, then the love grows.
Yes, it's actually like that in the olden days from the stories.
So what's now making it new? What's now making it new that love has to be that okay, that your parents cannot tell you to marry from so city or from so tribe?
Because everybody's getting exposed.
And also
and we are learning.
I'm very, in as much as they are my parents, I'm very different from them. What might be interesting to them, they might see him and they'll be like, oh, he's a good man for you. But to me, I know the person that I want to. Because love is not just about the person, it's about his character. And for my parents, haven't gotten to that point of learning of how that person is, you know.
But wait, sorry to cut you.
Okay.
But one of the things our parents used to do, they would have even gone to check the history
of the family.
They will have checked, okay,
that's true.
This person, does it have this thing like that? They will have checked everything. But now, love now is not making us to do all that.
Will they checking his character or the wealth, or he's able to be feeding his family and provide for his family? Because there are things that, for me, I know you as chicks. There are things that I don't know, but that only her knows. Even your mom that gave birth to you doesn't know. Only your wife that knows.
Very right.
So it's very different, and I feel like at the end of it, I've seen parents choosing men for their daughters. At the end of it, their daughter came back home in coffin because they maybe chose this guy because they think this guy is good. Blah, blah. Some parents don't want to listen to their kids, and some parents, of course, our parents are always wishing the best for each one. So they would also not want your daughter getting married to like a poor man who cannot take care of themselves and everything, blah blah blah. But you also need to listen to the kid on what your daughter wants or what your son wants, what makes him happy. Because marriage is not just getting married. This is a person that
marriage you can never graduate from, and that will be your forever life partner.
This is someone that you planning to spend the rest of your life with. So I feel like every man or every lady or man should get a chance to choose who they want to spend the rest of their life. Yeah, exactly.
So you guys are already winning me, right? Because I'm the only man here. Because I'm the only man here.
It's not like that.
Okay. Let me ask you. So you have 2 daughters. Would you choose a man for your daughters?
Well, I think I'm becoming new school. I'm already new school man. I'm not going to do that, of course. I'm not going to do that because I believe one thing is that you have to move with the trend.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to. If you don't move with the trend or with the time, that means you'll be left behind. And if you are left behind, that's game over. So that's what I believe. So I don't think I will. So I'm already moving with the trend. So I'm moving with the trend already.
So I'll ask you guys. You didn't. You've not been in Nigeria, but you guys had elections just last year.
Yeah.
How guys do you feel about your current government? Anything you'd like to comment on it?
Yeah, what I will say is that though Nigeria right now, in what we hear in the news, is that they wanted this person to become the president, but officially and legally, the present president is the president. Is the official person that won, at least legally and officially. So right now I believe one thing is that whenever anybody is in position, you just have to just pray for that person, because if I too should be in that position, right now I'm not in that position. I can be thinking that if I become the president, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this. But once I become the president, it becomes a different ball game. So I think what we can just do is just to support and pray for the president, pray for him, for wisdom and to rule the country right. I think that's the only thing we can do. And that is what we can do for all our leaders. Because there's nothing we can do.
Sure. So now, guys, that you've been living in Saudi Arabia for close to 6 years now, what is it that they're doing in their country that you think that African countries are not doing?
Yeah. In Saudi Arabia, what I see is that first and foremost, I would say Saudi Arabia, they are very, very welcoming.
Okay.
They are very welcoming to strangers, to visitors. Then again,
let me cut you short. But I've seen so many interviews of girls complaining of how they get mistreated when they go to work in Saudi Arabia. So many controversies out there about Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, for that issue, I can't really say much. The reason why I can't say much is that because people have different stories. People have different stories that we can't really say, okay, this is what really happened. Because I'm not the judge or I'm not the heart. So for me to say this is what is really happening, I can't really say that.
Or like, let me come in from there. Like before we start living there, what I used to hear back then was bad things about them. But when I start living there, it was another ball game entirely. It was nothing like what I've been hearing or what people have been saying about them. It was not true at all. At all. As in, if it's true, I won't be able to stay there up to this time. That's why I'm saying at times some things, it's not everything here on the internet that is true. Some people are making some content just to I just don't know. But from my own, you know, everybody will talk for themselves. I've been there for almost 6 years. It has been good.
You've not had any bad experience. You've not had something that makes you think,
no,
I want to go back to Nigeria.
They've been good. They've been welcoming. That they even do invite us to their house. As in, they are lovely people. You just need to meet them. It was nothing compared to what I do here back before going there.
And I think most importantly, anywhere you find yourself, just obey the laws of that land. So once you obey the laws of that land, you won't have any issues. Problem. But if you're now trying to do kind of play fast game or whatever, that is when it becomes an issue.
That is it.
Okay, that's when it becomes an issue actually. So Saudi generally is a place to be. It's a place to be. It's a place, you know, Saudi will be hosting the what they call it, Expo 2030. The Expo, that was what Dubai had, that Expo where the whole world like that. Now Saudi will be hosting it 2030. That is showing
2030 will be going to Saudi. Already have people that are going to host it. I like the Expo, like the way they did in Dubai.
I know. Let me tell you, Saudi is rich. Saudi is rich. And they are building a city called the Neom City. And this Neom City, it's...
Well, no, have they started?
They've started. So Saudi is a country where if they say they want to do something, if they have a target, they try to make sure they work towards that target. They have Vision 2030 and they are really working towards that target. So those are one of the differences between Saudi and Africa. Africa. Once they have a target, they try to accomplish that target.
So for the last question, guys, because we don't have much time, because you are a YouTube traveling family, what made you guys think of starting a YouTube channel, and what motivated you guys to be traveling? Because you've been to different countries, you've been to Dubai, you've been to, of course, Nigeria is your country, of course you've been there. Now this is your second time in Kenya, and you've been to other several countries, and of course this is not your last time traveling. What motivated you to start a channel?
Let me answer the question first. This whole thing started like me growing up. There are some certain things I love to know about myself, like see as I was growing up that I did not see. So when after being married, I decided that I would like to have memory of my children growing up, the way I raised them, the way they are coming up, the way they are growing. So I started by recording everything. At a point when I start posting, then some people will say, why are you always posting everything about your family, everything? You're just recording and posting. Hey, the word is not safe, this, that. But to me, it depends on everybody's intention. It depends on what you really mean.
Yeah.
I'm not putting out there because I want people to know I have a white shirt.
Yeah.
I want people to know I have a, it depends on, everybody have different motive in this life. My own is, I want my kids to grow up, look back as when they were small, and be happy. Wow, my mom was able to keep this memory for us, and I want them to be able to appreciate it. That was how I started. So then when this thing now, I started like that. Then fast forward to when the lockdown now happened, I was homeschooling them, teaching them at home. So anytime I'm homeschooling them, I record too. Then I put it out there. I noticed some parents were also using that method from various places, different countries, to teach their kids. And when I read the comment section, I feel like doing more. I feel like doing more.
You got motivated.
I got motivated. Yes. People, so I was happy. People were finding the video interesting and getting something good from me. So that was how I keep going and going and going. Then I moved from Facebook to YouTube, to TikTok, Instagram. So that was the regenesis of this, the Agarry family.
Then when it comes about the traveling, you asked also, the traveling actually, it just made me to remember when I was in Nigeria. Well, thank God it's like this now, because it was difficult. It was quite difficult for us to travel, even from the state where we are living to another state. It was very difficult. That time I wanted to visit, there's a ranch, they call it, there's a ranch in Nigeria, they call it Obudu Ranch. If you can browse it, you'll see it, Obudu Ranch. It was not too far from where we're living, but we couldn't just make it. But we had that passion, we had that dream to visit places and even in Nigeria. But we couldn't do that. So now, when we now became international now, that is when we left Nigeria for Saudi, okay, we now decided to say, okay, the earth, it's God that owns the whole earth, right? We now said, okay, let's see the other part of the world.
Why not?
Let's see the other part of the world and let's learn things.
Together now
so it won't be like
family.
So it won't be like see, it's only my Nigeria I know.
No.
We've learned a lot of things, different cultures from different countries, and that is what is really making us. And I think that is why we are
keeping
memories, enjoy the goodies of what God has created.
You know, like the kids now are still small, they are still under our roof. Like by the time they enter like a university, they are
they'll be different from those kids that have not seen different things.
Yes, because then apart from that, they are not fully under you again that way, because now they will be living on their own. It's only when there is break they will come and visit you. You know, but you know that bonds, moving together, doing things together, create a lot of bond between family. So that is another thing.
That is so nice. For me, I wish I have memories of myself as a kid. Mind you, I don't have even one photo of myself as a baby.
Really?
It really makes me feel sad. I would love to see myself when I was a baby. I don't know where all the photos went. It's just, you know, family issues and everything else. So it's so nice. So guys, when you guys are traveling, this is the last question, sorry. So when you guys are traveling, do you get across these people that are telling you should not travel, you should be investing all that money?
Definitely.
Because you know, for Africans, most of us, what we think is about investing and just forgetting we are in this world for a very short time and you should enjoy. Like every person has a different way of enjoying themselves. So for you, if you're enjoying yourselves by buying lands and you want to travel when you're old, when you want to travel when you're young. So what do you think about people that come with such comments?
You see, people that come with such comments is that there was a how will I say it now, a picture of depicting some old people. They were in a sea cruise. Old people, old guy and old woman. And they were just sleeping in the cruise, while the person that was driving the cruise was just folded his hand like this and looking that these guys were supposed to be enjoying the sea and the view. But because they were already old, they couldn't really enjoy the atmosphere, they couldn't really enjoy the trip. Okay, so what I tell people is that, see, enjoy while it lasts.
Yeah.
If it comes to investing, building and all that, it's very excellent, it's good. Not that we are leaving that behind, we're not leaving that behind. But now, if I have a house back in Nigeria, am I staying there? No, I'm not staying there. Okay, I should rent the house. Renting the house, how is the maintenance or whatever? So whatever reason that anybody wants to give, there's always something that you always spend your money on.
That is true.
That gives you
self-satisfaction. You might decide to spend your money on wristwatches, on perfumes, on buildings or whatever. But the most important thing is that spend wisely and
exactly.
So that's the most important thing.
Yeah, so guys, this is gonna be the end of this episode. If you're watching me from the Agarry family, please make sure to check
out at Gracey D.
And if you're watching this video from my channel, make sure to check the
Agarry family.
Yeah, so till the next episode, peace.
Thank you.
Peace.
One love.
One love.
Keep us together.